According to Dr. Frank Hu from Harvard School of Public Health, choosing the right anti-inflammatory foods may reduce your risk of illness, while consistently picking the wrong ones could accelerate the inflammatory disease process. That's a powerful statement, but what does it actually mean for your daily meals? Today, I'm breaking down exactly which foods Dr. Hu and other researchers recommend, and I'll show you how to turn that science into 4 delicious, senior-friendly recipes that could change your health trajectory starting today. But first, you need to understand what you're really fighting against. Many seniors think joint pain and declining health are just part of getting older, but there's often something much more specific happening inside your body. This hidden enemy is chronic inflammation, and it's stealing your golden years in ways you never imagined. Meet Sarah, a 67-year-old grandmother who could barely climb stairs due to joint pain. She accepted this as normal aging until her doctor revealed something surprising. Her real enemy wasn't age, but chronic inflammation. This discovery changed everything about how she approached her health. Chronic inflammation plays a major role in many age-related diseases that seniors face daily. Unlike short-term inflammation that heals, chronic inflammation quietly damages healthy tissue over time. Most seniors don't even know they have chronic inflammation because it operates without clear symptoms until serious damage occurs. You might feel more tired than usual or notice joints getting stiffer. These changes happen so gradually that you assume it's just getting older. The reality is far different and more hopeful than most people realize. Research links chronic inflammation to joint pain, cardiovascular damage, and memory decline. These are the very conditions seniors fear most. Studies from major medical institutions demonstrate that people with higher levels of inflammatory markers in their blood have significantly higher rates of these diseases. The connection isn't coincidental, it's cause and effect. Here's what makes chronic inflammation different from the inflammation you're familiar with. When you cut your finger, acute inflammation rushes in to fight infection and heal the wound. Once the job is done, it disappears. Chronic inflammation persists, even when there's no foreign invader to fight. Your immune system stays activated, constantly releasing inflammatory chemicals that damage healthy tissue. Processed foods and poor dietary choices fuel this destructive process inside senior bodies. Refined sugars trigger inflammatory responses that can last for hours after eating. Trans fats found in many packaged foods directly increase inflammatory markers. High sodium intake from processed meals creates additional inflammatory stress on your cardiovascular system. This creates a cycle where inflammation causes damage, which triggers more inflammation, which causes more damage. Certain foods act like gasoline on this inflammatory fire, while others work like a fire extinguisher. The foods that increase inflammation are often the ones people eat most frequently: sugary snacks, processed meats, refined grains, and artificial additives. Every time you eat these foods, you're feeding the inflammatory process that's damaging your health. The good news is that chronic inflammation is completely manageable through targeted nutrition. Unlike genetic factors you can't control, dietary inflammation is entirely within your power to change. The right foods can reduce inflammatory markers in your blood within days of eating them. These foods contain specific compounds that directly interrupt the inflammatory pathways causing your symptoms. But not all anti-inflammatory foods are created equal. Some stand out as particularly powerful weapons in your fight against chronic inflammation. Major medical institutions highlight 3 foods that consistently demonstrate the most powerful anti-inflammatory effects for seniors. These aren't exotic superfoods from distant countries, but common items available at any grocery store, backed by decades of scientific research. While many foods fight inflammation, these 3 stand out as the most effective daily weapons based on extensive research. What makes them special isn't just their individual power, but how they work together to create lasting health changes. Most seniors already know these foods but use them completely wrong, missing their full anti-inflammatory potential. The first powerhouse food is fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, packed with omega-3 fatty acids that actively reduce inflammatory markers in the body. These fish contain 2 specific omega-3s called EPA and DHA that your body can't make on its own. Studies show that consuming salmon or taking EPA and DHA supplements can lead to reductions in C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation in your blood. Your body converts these fatty acids into resolvents and protectants, which have potent anti-inflammatory effects. Think of them as your body's natural firefighters, rushing to put out inflammatory fires before they cause damage. Research shows they're particularly effective for preventing metabolic syndrome, heart disease, and diabetes. The second champion is extra virgin olive oil, containing compounds that work similarly to ibuprofen but without the side effects. Research suggests oleocanthal in extra virgin olive oil has an anti-inflammatory effect similar to ibuprofen, without side effects, drawn from comparative studies showing measurable reductions in inflammatory markers. The monounsaturated fats in olive oil don't just fight inflammation, they also support heart health and may protect brain function as you age. Research shows that incorporating extra virgin olive oil into a Mediterranean diet can significantly decrease inflammatory markers throughout your body. Just 2 tablespoons daily can make a measurable difference in your inflammatory levels. The third daily essential is colorful berries like blueberries and cherries, loaded with anthocyanins that fight inflammation throughout your body. These powerful antioxidants give berries their deep colors and provide their anti-inflammatory effects. Studies show anthocyanins in berries reduce inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein and IL-6. A 2018 review suggests that phytochemicals in berries may help delay disease development and progression. Anthocyanins work differently than omega-3s or olive oil compounds. They neutralize free radicals that trigger inflammatory responses and may reduce your disease risk across multiple body systems. Strawberries, blueberries, and cherries are particularly rich in these compounds. Together, these foods target different inflammatory pathways, creating a stronger effect than when eaten alone. The omega-3s from fish, monounsaturated fats from olive oil, and anthocyanins from berries provide comprehensive inflammation protection that's more effective than any single food alone. Knowing these foods is just the beginning. The real transformation happens when you see exactly how to turn them into delicious, easy-to-make recipes that deliver maximum anti-inflammatory benefits. Now let's turn these anti-inflammatory powerhouses into 4 simple meals that work with your lifestyle, not against it. Many people worry that healthy food tastes bland or requires complicated cooking skills. This concern becomes even stronger for seniors dealing with limited mobility or appetite changes. The truth is that anti-inflammatory cooking can be simple and incredibly flavorful when you know the right techniques. These recipes prove that eating for health doesn't mean sacrificing taste or spending hours in the kitchen. Let's start with a Mediterranean salmon bowl that combines all 3 powerhouses in one satisfying meal. You'll need 4 ounces of salmon, 1 cup of cooked quinoa, mixed greens, half a cup of fresh blueberries, and 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Season the salmon with garlic, lemon juice, and herbs, then bake until cooked through. While it cooks, prepare your quinoa and arrange your greens in a bowl. Top with the cooked salmon, blueberries, and drizzle with olive oil mixed with lemon juice. For seniors with common challenges, these recipes adapt easily. For chewing or swallowing difficulty, mash the quinoa or flake the salmon to make them easier to consume. Adding sauces or gravies increases moisture content and improves palatability. For those with reduced appetites, smaller portions work perfectly. You can divide this salmon bowl into 2 servings and eat them throughout the day. The second recipe is a vibrant berry and walnut breakfast parfait that fights morning joint stiffness and provides sustained energy. Layer Greek yogurt with mixed berries, chopped walnuts, and a drizzle of honey. The berries provide anthocyanins while the walnuts add omega-3s. This parfait takes 3 minutes to assemble and gives you anti-inflammatory power first thing in the morning. Batch cook soups and stews that reheat well. Use freezer-safe glass containers labeled with dates. Cook large batches on weekends and store portions in the refrigerator or freezer. This approach prevents you from reaching for processed foods when you're tired or don't feel like cooking. Most cooked dishes stay fresh in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 days and in the freezer for up to 3 months. If you're experiencing changes in taste and smell, enhancing flavors becomes important. Using stronger or more exotic seasonings makes food more appealing. Seasoning dishes with garlic, onions, scallions, turmeric, cumin, curry, and red pepper can increase flavor. For a dessert-like taste, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves work well. The third recipe is an anti-inflammatory vegetable soup using turmeric, ginger, and plenty of colorful vegetables. The fourth is a simple olive oil-based salad dressing that transforms any meal into medicine. Mix extra virgin olive oil with apple cider vinegar, minced garlic, and herbs. These recipes are just the beginning of a complete lifestyle transformation that's within every senior's reach. The science shows that consistent dietary changes can make a real difference in how you feel and function every day. Sarah's story isn't unique. Thousands of seniors are reclaiming their vitality through these simple dietary changes, and it's never too late to start fighting inflammation naturally. The Predamid trial showed a Mediterranean diet with olive oil and nuts cut heart events by about 30%. Research confirms that adhering to an anti-inflammatory diet can reduce the symptom burden of chronic diseases, with the most significant benefits arising from long-term adherence. Try one recipe twice this week and notice how you feel. Small, consistent actions create the biggest health transformations. Every meal is an opportunity to either fuel inflammation or fight it, and now you have the knowledge to choose wisely for your healthiest years ahead. If these recipes helped, subscribe for more practical nutrition solutions for seniors. If you found these anti-inflammatory recipes helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with friends and family who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical tips on healthy aging and nutrition tailored for seniors. Your support helps us bring you more valuable content to empower you on your health journey. Thanks for watching, and here's to your vibrant, healthy years ahead.